Hello, folks. Welcome aboard. In this video, we'll be talking about how to expand your brand's presence on Twitter, leveraging OKRs and Profit, and the OKR methodology. Now, this was an idea we hatched a few weeks ago, actually, when one of our clients came to us asking how to set up an effective Twitter OKR strategy, specifically in Profit. And we really liked that conversation. We thought it'd be a great opportunity to open up that dialogue, equip you guys with some of the best practices, and eventually build out these OKRs in Profit. Now, we'll be working with 4 high-level objectives today. We'll cover the first one, expand brand presence, while the remaining 3 will be below this video that you can play around with in Profit and build yourself. Now, we'll jump into Profit, and we're looking at the All My OKRs view, and we will create our first objective. We'll hit this create icon up top. Profit will give you a few options. We'll select the step-by-step guide, as this will explain the methodology step by step. Now, the first step here will be naming our objective, and we'll name our objective expand brand presence. And essentially what I mean by brand presence is making users more aware of who you are and making them aware of what value you can offer them, whether that's going to be through your service or through your brand. Now, in this next section, we'll select a target date, and to keep things simple, we will select Q2 2020. Let's say that you will review your OKRs at the end of each quarter to see what progress that you've made on Twitter, and then stretch those values out accordingly for the following quarters going forward. We do recommend using the reflect and reset feature. That will be really easy in guiding you through that. This last section over here is our alignment section, where we can align our OKR with that of an OKR throughout our organization. And to keep things simple, we can skip this section as well, but you do have the ability to align with multiple OKRs. Now, that will create our objective for us, as you can see, and now we can add our key results. The first key result we will focus on is increasing our followers. Let's say we want to increase our followers from 200 to 400. So we'll select increase KPI. And we do recommend organically increasing your followers by researching accounts or competitors that are going to be similar to yours, perhaps seeing their followers, following them back, and ultimately interacting with them. You can also run follower campaigns on Twitter. However, typically they're going to be more expensive compared to other campaigns. Also, follows don't necessarily mean you're going to have more awareness to your brand or towards your product. Thus, we do recommend to try other campaigns or even combining a few campaigns with a follower campaign. Now, over here, we'll search for followers. And it looks like marketing has created that for us. We'll specify our values from 200 to 400. The more, the better. And again, we'll keep things simple for Q2 2020. Typically, we can gloss over this section as Profit does a pretty accurate job in naming our key result for us. And finally, over here, we'll select a cadence to how often we want to check in. We'll say every Friday, as this is an initiative we want to stay on top of every week to monitor that Twitter progress. Now we've generated our first key result, and we can add 2 more. The second key result we'll be adding will be, let's say we want to tweet a total of 5 to 7 times per week. If we can tweet more, the better. But per week, we want to tweet 5 to 7 times on our page. And we want to make sure these tweets are going to be resonating not only with our current followers, but also our potential followers that are going to be coming to our page to visit our page and check us out. For this, we'll select control KPI, as we want to control a certain range. Over here, we will search for tweets, and it looks like marketing has also created that. And over here, we'll specify our limit. We can build this out at the weekly level at 5 to 7, or we can specify it at the quarterly level. Let's say we want to make it at the quarterly level, so we will say 60 to 84, multiplying those by 12. and check in on Fridays as well. Now, our last key result will be bringing that verification badge to our name on Twitter. The Twitter verification badge is a great feature to have on your profile. It really helps build your brand credibility and will really resonate well with users in establishing your presence in your market. So we'll select milestone KPI for this, as we want to build out a light roadmap to each milestone in this path of achieving Twitter verification. And we will create our own template, as we don't have a milestone built out already for this. We'll call it Twitter verification sequence and begin to build that out. The first step will be gathering, the first step here will be starting, as the first step will always be at 0%. Second step will be gathering requirements from Twitter, and what are the requirements needed to submit ourselves for verification. Then we'll produce those requirements. And from there, submit for verification. Hopefully get approved. And from there, promote verification. And from here, we will list out the percentage of completion in terms of how much percent we want to allocate towards each milestone. And make sure they add to 100. We'll keep things simple for Q2. We can rename this. And check in on Fridays as well. Now, we've created our first OKR, and we're going to pause this video and let you play around with the remaining 3 that we have below.